LeBron James, just about this team winning their 12th in a row on the road, and maybe it was sloppy, but a win's a win, getting it done.
Yeah. For the most part, this team has been playing very consistent, good defense throughout this early season. 82 games, you're going to have a ugly game sometimes. It's just going to happen. I thought the third quarter for the Lakers, only scoring 18 points, allowed Magic to get their momentum and get some confidence, but they know how to win. And that's when it comes down to leadership, LeBron James. Triple-double. I mean, he's the guy that kept things intact with 11 rebounds and 10 assists for 25 points. I also thought in a critical part of the game, Dudley and Caruso came in and hit some big shots. Dudley with 9, Caruso with 7, kind of keep them in the game. So it was a sloppy game, but sometimes you got to win sloppy, and they're able to do that.
Yeah, it's not quite the template that the Lakers want to follow going forward. You have a great first quarter. You give up only 9 points, the fewest in forever for the Lakers. You have a nice 24-point cushion in the second quarter. Everyone's happy in Lakerland. And then you kind of fade slowly a little bit, but recover in the end. Like you said, James, some pretty nice contributions from Avery Bradley. In the fourth quarter, he had a nice little bucket. Caruso, yet again, kind of pushing that lead up. KCP, 4 threes, 15 points. He is not ready to let go of that starting gig yet, is he?
Yeah, KCP came up big with those 4 threes, a couple of those late as well. He stopped a couple of runs with three-pointers. Karan, let's talk LeBron James. Big Game had talked about the leadership, and on a night where Anthony Davis is not scoring 50 or 40, LeBron James is the guy that gets you that triple-double. He now has 6 on the year, and he continues to move up that all-time list, and LeBron James getting it done with 25, 11, and 10, and there he is, 5th with 87.
Look, he's battle-tested, and you need guys to step up in those moments, and, you know, the best player on the planet is going to do that on a consistent basis. You know, shows no signs of declining. I thought he stepped up in a major way, knocking down outside shots, you know, facilitating, looking for his teammates, was able to manufacture a triple-double in a really ugly game, but most importantly, get a quality win.
Yeah, you said it right, Geet. A few nights ago, Anthony Davis electrified Staples Center. 50-point game, as it was called by LeBron. 50-burger. You know, whatever it was amazing. Tonight, he didn't quite have it. All right, he was 6 for 20 from the field. He had, 16 points or whatever it was. He didn't have it on the scoring end. No problem. LeBron James saying, all right, we're on the road against a team under 500. I'll take over. We cannot start this 5-game trip with an L.
Yeah, Lakers heading to South Beach. They played Miami on Friday. Let's get you to the highlights. Lakers coming into this one with the best Western Conference record at 21-3. They're looking for their 5th straight win. First quarter tied up at 3. AD misses the layup. Off the pick and roll. But JaVale McGee is there to clean it up. Shortly after, Lakers 5-3. LeBron James backs his way into the lane. Fade away. Off the defensive rebound. Doing what the Lakers do best. That's getting out in transition and getting offensive boards. AD with the putback. 9-0 Laker run. Cold as ice, Orlando Magic. They had 9 points in the first quarter. Danny Green, dish, Davis, the slam.
Yeah, they just getting into the paint, being able to finish. Look at the dump off. AD, 2 hands for safety. What did I say?
Alex Caruso coming off a 16-point season high. He drains the 3 at the top of the key. Troy Daniels, invite me to the party. I'm in, doing what he does best. Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? Jared Dudley. Yes, you can. Lakers lead 26-9 at the end of the first. I'm thinking about taking a nap. Thank God I didn't, because it became a ball. Second quarter, though, big game. Dudley is heating up.
Yeah, you know, the veterans said it. Media day. I don't expect to play a lot. But when I play, I'm going to be ready. And he was ready tonight.
Perez LBJ with the spin and the finish and the foul.
Yeah, so strong. Big game. You got to love the spin moves by LBJ. Not quite the same depth that used to do them from, but strong.
I'm glad you just up, Rez, because that one was for you, big game.
Yeah, that's a nice spin move. I don't know why you think you can body up on LeBron. As soon as he feels that contact, it's over with the spin move.
Magic trying to stay in this one, balling like a pro, balling like Mo Bamba right there. 7-0 Orlando run. Lakers call a timeout. Magic now trail 45-33. Aaron Gordon started out 0 for 5, but he's getting it going now. Magic now trail by single digits. They go on an 11-0 run. But Karan, KCP answers.
Look, he did that, in a timely fashion, back to back. LeBron James penetrating, Anthony Davis throwing it to him in the corner again. Splash. I see you, young fella.
51-38 at the half. Back-to-back threes for KCP. Third quarter, Evan Fournier. Second of back-to-back threes, the Magic within 7. But James, LeBron responds. Up 8.
Yeah, that's what I call the hypnotizer right there, because you don't know what he's going to do. That time he pulls up, little jumper. Unfortunately, Orlando back with a nice dunk inside, Peter.
Yeah, Brez's boy Birch. Drafted him this year in fantasy. 59, 57. JaVale McGee, full court pass. LeBron playing quarterback. All right, Brez. LeBron to AD. The dynamic duo trying to spark the offense. Emoji meter presented by Covered California. What do you think it's going to go to?
I think we're going to go to mind blown. You can see that KCP kind of leading the break. That's a good start right there. Good finish.
James and Davis again. 3 ball. Wet like a book. Lakers up 66-59. Now they're getting sloppy.
Yeah, turnovers there. 8 of them in the second quarter. Here in the third, they turn it over, and Magic are able to capitalize on an offensive rebound over the top.
More from AD. Every time the Magic got there, the Lakers would just build up another little cushion, almost like they were playing with them, Karan.
Too many weapons.
Carter Williams.
Everyone won Rookie of the
He
Year.
did. It was shocking.
Crazy.
Shocking. Tied at 71. Panic!
He wears a mask.
How about that cut and find? LeBron James to the pass. Welcome back, AB.
Yeah, nice little sequence here. You got the stars, AD and LeBron, but now it's time for the other guys to kind of perform. You saw Bradley get a deuce, Caruso at the 3, and we might see one more from the others, as we call it, coming up next.
Yeah, Alex been up, coming up big.
How about number 10?
The only time I was upset with Jared Dudley tonight was when LeBron threw him that around the back bounce pass that bounced about 4 times and he passed up the shot.
Yeah, you can't do that. That was an excellent look, too.
LeBron James. LeBron James. Tension's starting to build. Dwight goes up for the layup, gets fouls. He comes down. The Magic and Lakers get into a scuffle. Karan, Howard and Carter Williams get technicals. Dudley's going to get ejected because he's going to come in. And Dudley's going to push 3 Magic players, big game, James and Karan, because he told us at the desk on media day, I'm taking the fine, I'm helping out my teammates.
That's his job. Not nothing much right here. I think Dwight just trying to, nothing going on, and now they poke at it.
By Dwight.
It's the house I built.
Karan, do people love Dudley in the locker room, stuff like that?
Absolutely. Stepping up, coming to your defense, and then most importantly, getting the ejection and taking the fine.
Dudley's like, see you in South Beach.
Stop!
He did his job.
Start the
He did
bus.
his job.
Hit
He'll
some
take a few
threes.
more nights off. He'll be back ready to go.
Fisticuffs. He's fine. We said ahead of time, Dudley's going to have to step up a little bit. No Kuz tonight with that sprained ankle, and he did just that.
Who's in the corner, Karan?
Is it my guy KCP?
Well, it's Danny Green first. I got excited.
I like that excitement. Who's in the corner?
It's called a cross roll.
There we go.
KCP is.
That's winning basketball. Got him. Yeah, look at the bench. Let them know you made that shot.
And then now it's LeBron. Oh, please. LeBron, in your face, Charlie Murphy.
LeBron James.
I'm LeBron James.
Fournier misses.
Lakers win. Hey, guys, it's not going to be that exciting. We'll take it at 96-87. The Lakers are now 22-3. They've won 12 road games in a row. They've won 5 games in a row, and they head to Miami to play the Heat on Friday. Let's hear from Lakers head coach Frank Vogel. He's speaking with Allie Clifton in the media.
Coach, at the end of the day, you got the job done, which is most important, but I know you pointed to the second and third quarters that they won. What happened? What changed there?
Well, I think we came out so strong defensively and held them to 9 points, and probably let our guard down after that. Felt like it was going to be easy, and this is a scrappy team we're playing. They're a good team. They almost beat Milwaukee on the road, so we kept reminding them that it's a 48-minute game. But I think human nature, after the way we started in that first quarter, we probably let our guard down some.
How would you assess the night that Anthony Davis had? It's easy to look at him and think he's great every single night, but one might think that this is a little slower of a night for him.
Couple of blocks, couple of steals, active on the glass. Didn't shoot the ball well or score the ball well, but definitely impacted the game, was a big part of the win.
Sir, you were outscored in the second half, 45-49 for the Magic. How key was LeBron James' triple-double tonight in getting the victory?
Yeah, LeBron was great, in particular down the stretch. Just keeping the lead at a healthy distance, making weak side plays on the defensive end, and he quarterbacks the action for us. Calling the plays down the stretch, and we always trust our point guards to do that. And he's playing that position for us, and he was key in the win.
You're going to have a game where you win ugly. Is it good to do it at the beginning of a 5-game road trip?
Yeah, I'm proud of our guys. It's tough to fly cross country, and and win that first game. And what I love about this win is, we can win a variety of different ways. We have great versatility. Last game we scored 140 points. Okay, and we're able to secure that victory in a different style of game. This one was more of a grinded-out game, and our defense held up. We won scoring 96 points. So, I love our versatility.
Kyle and Rajon are such foundational pieces of your bench. How do you think they fared without those guys tonight?
Well, the guys stepped up. Duds in particular. Credit him for staying ready, and doesn't play a lot. Knows his role, knows that he's not going to play on a night-to-night basis, but when he's needed, he's going to come in and produce. I think he's a plus 16 for the game, knocked down 3 threes, stood up for some teammates, got himself run out of here, and but it was just he was pivotal in the win.
Scoreless in the first half, Jonathan Isaac ended up with 19 points for the game. Can you explain his game?
He's a terrific player. He's growing every game. I'm happy for the kid. He's an elite defender, and his offense has really picked up in the last year and a half or so. And he gave us a great second half.
A nice game for you guys. What have you seen in terms of his confidence playing with that starting group?
No, it's not just playing with the starting group. He's just playing with confidence in general. He's comfortable in our system. Embracing the role of really working hard on the defensive end, guarding one of the other team's best perimeter players, and knocking down big shots. We knew this was going to be a second side game, where they're going to flood to the strong side, and the shooters were going to get shots on the backside. And he made some big ones.
And the Lakers pick up their 22nd win of the season, and they are off to one of the best starts in franchise history. Of course, the 71-72 team. You see that 22-3. They won the championship. 85-86 started out 22-3. And of course, if you want to just look at recent memory, 09 and 2010 started out 21-4 and 21-4. And of course, the result, there was a parade. How impressed are you with this team, James? Just the fact that maybe you don't play well, maybe it gets sloppy, maybe it gets tight, but they're still able to focus with that veteran group and not look ahead to a place like Miami, which can be dangerous. Well, more for younger teams.
Yeah, it's impossible to have 82 games of 48 minutes of good basketball. So sometimes you got to win the small little battles, and I think the Lakers are capable of doing that. They've shown that they can have a deficit in the first half and turn it on and lock people up. So that's veteranism. You're tired sometimes, you're not into it, but you find those 4 or 5 minute spurts. LeBron, AD, guys like Bradley, even veterans, they know how to do that. So that's a good asset to have.
How much of it, too, Karan and Brez, when you look at this team, LeBron often will say, hey, man, we're just in it and playing, but then when we step away, we realize, wow, we're doing what Kobe and Shaq did in terms of the stats with the consecutive games with over 70 points. But for this team, they know where they're at right now. They know where the Bucks are at. They know what's about to happen in about a week. But they also know that they've never lost away from home. And there are things that matter to these guys. Best starts in franchise history, winning the most in a row. I mean, those kind of things you start to know, and that can get you going in the fourth quarter if you're dragging.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you fall back to the numbers game. And, you know, one thing that's for certain when I see this team playing, and I always see LeBron James with 10-plus assists or 20-plus points, then the Lakers are usually 16-0 in those situations. So I know that once he's performing at an amazing clip, it's not always scoring, but just assisting the basketball, scoring 20 points. They believe that they can beat anyone, anywhere, at any given time. Ugly, behind, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, it wasn't quite the way the Lakers have been playing most of the season. Only 20 assists, you know. So I think they might have missed Rondo a little bit tonight, trying to incorporate Avery Bradley back into the lineup. So they got that accomplished at least. And of the 5 games on this trip, this one was probably the least exciting for the players. I mean, just not a lot to get up for. You know, it's Orlando. They're a game under 500. Now you go to Miami. They're undefeated at home. Then you have Atlanta. You know, Trae Young is amazing. He can do some things with the ball. Then you go to Indiana. The Lakers always have some crazy things going on in Indy. And, of course, you finish in Milwaukee. So the next 4 games all have some storyline that Frank Vogel and the players can kind of wrap their minds around. This game just didn't have that.
Does Dwayne Wade show up in Miami for the games?
Yeah, I mean, all sorts of things.
He lives in L.A. now, though.
Yeah. Karan might know.
I don't think so. He's comfortable out here doing this thing right now.
Working out, hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out. Spent a lot of time with him this last couple of days, so he's good.
All right, are we going to AD? I believe he's ready. Let's go inside the Lakers locker room. Anthony Davis is with Allie.
Anthony, coming off a season high for you guys in scoring tonight, you guys had to win in a different way. How would you describe what this one took?
Effort. You know, we turned the ball over a lot in the third quarter and let them get back in the game. Even a little bit in the second. We know they're protect the paint team. They're very handsy, and they got their hands on a lot of basketballs tonight, especially in the third quarter, which allowed them to get out in transition and get a lot of easy buckets to cut that lead down. So, you know, we'll take the win. Obviously, we didn't play our best on both ends of the floor, but, you know, anytime you can get a win on the road, we'll take it.
You're not a guy that's just about offense, but the way they were collapsing inside, of course, making it tough at the rim, how would you kind of assess just your night?
I mean, I had some good looks. I missed them. I think I made some right plays, you know, passing the ball to shooters. You know, so just got to keep making reads, making the right plays, finding my teammates, and, you know, making sure that, you know, I you know, put the ball in the right places. They can just continue to be aggressive.
Is the start of a road trip a good time to kind of win gritty and win ugly and kind of remind yourselves what you're up against?
They're a team that's not going to quit. So even though we were up early in the first quarter, we knew they were going to make a run. I mean, we all on the road, they're at home, so they got the crowd, you know, behind them. But, you know, like I say, anytime we can, you know, get a win on the road, you know, we'll take it. But the thing is, you know, we can learn from all the mistakes that we made, you know, is correctable, and stuff that we did on our own. You know, turning the ball over in the paint, knowing that, you know, they like to create turnovers, and which helps them, you know, in their fast break game. So for us, we just got to make sure that, you know, we take care of the basketball and get good shots down the floor. But, you know, we'll take this win. You know, every win is not going to be, you know, a pretty win, but as long as we win, we'll take it.
When you're missing arguably the 2 leaders of your bench in Rondo and Kuz, how much more vital does that make what you were able to get from Dudley tonight?
Oh, yeah, Dud's played well. You know, hit some threes, did some good things, moving the basketball on the offensive end, did some good defensive plays. Excuse me, he's a vet. He always stays ready. He knows how to play the game of basketball. So, you know, anytime his number is called, he's ready. So, you know, glad to have a guy like that, you know, who's always ready, no matter what the circumstances are.
The double technical he got, do you think he deserved that?
I don't think he should have been ejected, but you know, he was. You know, he's. You know, one thing about us, you know, we're gonna have each other's back no matter what. And he stood up for his brother, you know, and you know, I don't think it was deserving of an ejection, but that's what they call it, you know. So, you know, we have to live with it, and you know, like I said, we through the midst of everything that was going on in the game, especially around that time, we were able to come out with a win.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, AD.
Lakers are back in action on Friday when they take on the Miami Heat. Tip-off is set for 4. We'll get you ready for game time with Lake Show at 2:30. Pre-game Lake Show, followed by Access Sportsnet. Lakers starting at 3 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Much more ahead. Lakers pick up their 12th straight road win with a 96-87 win over the Magic. We'll take you back inside the Lakers. Oh, Danny Green with the dish, Prez, to Anthony Davis.
I'll tell you what, Danny Green, not really known for his passing, but you know what? Who cares? That's a nice little no-look drop-off.
You know what Big Game and I call that? Shot, fake, relocate.
There you go.
Well done. Drop it off.
Been here the whole time. LeBron gets his 6th triple-double this
entire
season.
time.
He's now speaking in the locker room with Mike Trudell.
Ron, did this feel a little bit more like early in the season, you guys kind of grinding wins out with defense, didn't necessarily have the offensive flow the whole time, or what did you think was the overall theme tonight?
No, it felt like the first game on the East Coast road trip, coming from West. That's what it felt like, you know. Them first couple games, it's gonna be tough because you've been on West Coast time the whole time. So we've been, we're 3 hours before, behind. But we started off the game, playing really good basketball, but we let them back in the third quarter, and we had to grind it out, which we're capable of doing that. We're capable of winning games in the high hundreds, or winning games in the low hundreds, or the 90s. So it was a good game for us.
Part of the point with the roster, right, is that you and AD are going to attract a lot of attention. Guys like Dudley, it's 3 threes, KCP hits 4, Caruso a couple off the bench. That's kind of the point, right? I mean, that's what our depth is all about. When guys go down, next man up. We found out that Kuz wasn't playing. JD's number was called, and he stepped right in. Now we've got true professionals on this team that's ready for action whenever, and that's what it's all about. 12 straight wins on the road is just not easy in the NBA, no matter what the circumstances are. What has been the connective theme as you guys have been winning in all these arenas? About just taking one game at a time. We take one game at a time and just try to be as great as we can throughout that 48-minute game, and then move on to the next one. We've just been playing good ball away from Staples.
25-point triple-double. When did you decide to assert your will when they started cutting the lead in the third quarter?
I assert my will when I step on the floor. It's all about just trying to make the right plays, the right passes, the right reads as a point guard on the team, and do the things defensively too to help our team win.
LeBron, talking about that, you always played different positions, but playing the point guard this year exclusively, you think that has been the key for you guys to have your best starting career?
No, I think everyone just playing their roles, buying into what the system is, and trusting one another. That's what's got us off to a really good start. We believe in each other. We want each other to succeed. We trust what Coach Vogel and the coaching staff game plan is every single night. We just try to execute that.
Talking about when you went to Miami, Wade opened the arms, being the number 1 guy there.
Huh?
He opened the arms in Miami, Dwayne Wade, for you to be the guy coming in. Do you take the same approach with AD coming to LA?
Yeah, absolutely. I think AD's an unbelievable talent, unbelievable person. More importantly, he's a better person than he's even a basketball player, and that may surprise you. So, it's our job, it's my job to try to make him feel as comfortable as possible to help lead this ball club.
Mike asked you about winning 12 in a row on the road, but how much does it help you that even in the most hostile buildings, there is a lot of purple and gold in the stands? How much do you guys notice that there is an affinity for this team no matter where you go?
The fact that Laker Nation travel all over the world and all over the states, when we travel, we feel like our fans come out and travel with us. It's a very humbling thing, and it's our job to go out there and perform well in front of them. Because they take time to follow us, and so like we said, we just go out there and try to execute and make them proud. So it's a pretty cool feeling.
You believe that the Lakers are the best team in the NBA right now?
I mean, it's not about that. We just want to continue to get better. We want to be the best team for one another every night, and just try to get better throughout the whole game, and move on to the next. So it's not about
Ron, every night you guys come out to play with urgency. How do you mentally prepare yourself and the team every night, knowing that other teams are taking rest, low management? How do you prepare yourself and the team as a leader?
I don't really get involved in whatever other teams are doing. It's up to me as one of the leaders of the team to make sure that we're as laser focused as possible. We have an opportunity to play a beautiful game and go out and play it at a high level, and that's what we want to do.
When the Magic tied it 71-71, did you say anything to the team? Because after that, you guys went on a run.
No.
Was that a conscious decision for you to get the other players more involved after they tied the game? You rattled off a few assists there.
No, it's just how the game kind of conducted itself after that. They do a good job of trying to shrink in the floor, packing the paint. It's my job to get my shooters open, get my guys open looks when I'm attracting defenses.
Is that a part of you making a transition to point guard?
No.
Is it any different?
No, I've been that way since I started playing basketball.
Everybody
Last question,
everybody
please.
in this team has to accept a role, obviously. The fact that Dwight he's never been in a role like this really in his life, and he's flourished in it, he's enjoying it. How critical has that been to the start you guys had?
I mean, he's thriving. He's thriving. That's going to add more years on his career. And it's going to add an ingredient to our team for success because of the role that he's accepting. And he's just making the most of it every single night. You know, defending at a high level, rebounding, blocking shots, catching lobs, and with zero ego. With zero ego. When his number is called, he goes out there. When he's subbed out, he cheers on his teammates every single night. And you know, you know, we were lucky to be able to snatch him up, you know, late in the summer like that. But we're happy to have him.
Thanks, guys.
Time for a little Access 360. Tough Juice Caron Butler is going to do that for us. Defense. Are you going to the wall with those shoes so everyone can see him?
I'm staying put.
Are you
I had to go. He had a 50 burger last time, so I had to run to the wall.
Yeah.
This time, you know, we got a quality win on the road. I'm going to stay put.
I understand.
But you do have amazing kicks.
I feel it.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I just want everyone to see your shoes.
Like, it's collective effort. And you see Anthony Davis's communication, controlling the paint, and you're going to see a drive right here, and watch AD just come and make himself available, and his presence alone is going to force that kick-out shot, grabbing the rebound and getting us right into the flow of the offense. And once again, Anthony Davis, guarding Gordon, you know, much smaller guy, a versatile guy, explosive at that wing position. Anthony Davis using his length, being extremely smart, using his high basketball IQ, and getting that little deflection on that jump shot. Now, him and LeBron in any pick and roll, they could switch, but he's just going to just stay in front of the offensive guy, Terrence Ross, going to just get the steal. Look, they're laughing about it. Like, man, you can't do that on me, man. I got too many arms, man. I got the plastic arms right here. But I love the fact that even though offensively you're not engaged as you want, like you're shooting a low percentage, but you're still trying to find a way to have your impact on the game.
I just see Michael Carter-Williams going to the goal. He had a layup. That was a layup. But he saw AD, and he threw it out. And that doesn't go on the stat sheet as anything, but to me, that's eliminating a shot attempt. He's there, and they know he's there, and they don't even make the attempt against him sometimes because they know he's going to smash it.
It's a great point. And Brez, check out this. Some of the longest streaks in Laker history.
This is amazing.
You don't see the Smush Parker-led Laker team on that list, do you?
You do not. This is crazy. I mean, think about 9 new players on this team. I mean, including Anthony Davis. I mean, he's obviously a gifted player, but you'd think it would take some time to gel. Not so fast. 12 in a row on the road. You guys played so often on the road. This is a big deal. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome stat. Yeah. More to come. Lakers get the road trip started the right way with their 12th straight win away from Staples. Jared Dudley got ejected, sticking up for Dwight Howard. We'll hear from him coming up next.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you in part by Upwork.
Carl's Cam, moment of the game. I'm LeBron James. Spinning, big game style, getting it done.
Hypnotizing. I don't know what makes you think she can body up against LeBron James. That's like trying to body up against a Mack truck.
Evan Fournier trying to body up.
He's getting bounced around like
Come
a
on
beach
now.
ball.
Little Mustang Optimus Prime, baby. Then you're supposed to go like this.
Come on now.
After you score, you're supposed to say, "We little."
We little. Jared Dudley scored 9 points off the bench.
Was he
He's
talking?
Mike in the locker room. Yes, he is.
So excited.
All right, Jared, just
kind of big picture on the game-wise, LeBron was talking about you make the flight across the country, the early start. Like in your experience, your career, like what's the key to getting a win like that when it's not ideal circumstances?
I mean, it's tough because time zone, and then you get your first game here. Practice was at like 7 at night, so for us, it's probably getting enough sleep. We have an optional shoot around, so guys were rested, and as you saw, first quarter was huge for us, got in a huge lead. Second quarter, kind of let our guards down. They came back, and then third quarter and fourth, you're in a battle, and things got a little chippy, and hopefully I don't get fined, and we move on and get ready to go to Miami. You see my Miami outfit already. I'm already ready to go.
You mentioned things get chippy. Of course, you came in, and after Dwight got shoved, you came in, do a little shove. But we've seen that from you in your career before, right? That's kind of if somebody's going to push one of your teammates. Is it that simple?
I think for one, it was multiple guys, and it was getting chippy already with a lot of fouls not being called both ways, and then for that, pushing someone in the back, and so just a push. I thought it should have been double tech in that, but if they want to eject, they can eject. It's not that big of a deal, but no, for sure, not just me. You guys stand up for your guys. Sometimes it's pushing, sometimes it's a hard foul, sometimes it's whatever you have to do, and this time was just a push, and I couldn't really get to him, so I just pushed the pile, man. Make sure everybody moves.
You had 3 threes in this one, and you also passed up some open looks, but that was you probably had that in your mindset. Kuz was not going to play. You knew that you were going to be needed in this case, no?
I did. Usually my pregame workout is doing cardio, shooting before. I do lift and do cardio after the game just to stay ready. I knew my number. The numbers are eventually going to get called. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here. I knew I would have to play every day. I knew that you had AD and Kuzma, so I might play 40 to 50 games. But as you know, it's a long season. People miss games. Braun, AD are going to miss. And as someone who hasn't played in that stretch to come out there and play and shoot the ball well, I shot the ball a little bit better than expected. A couple threes I passed up. I was trying to get Avery a couple threes, get him going, get back in the flow. And sometimes I don't mind passing up shots for guys that we need to get back in rhythm later in the season, and got the win.
Aware of some of the physicality on Dwight, given his history here and everything he's gone through?
For one, it goes both ways. Dwight gets fouled a lot, but Dwight fouls a lot. So, it goes a little bit of both. And sometimes it's going to be chippy, and sometimes they jack him up, and sometimes it's warranted the other way around. And so for that I don't care if my teammates are in the wrong or not. It's like you have a son, or you got kids at home, and if they're in trouble, you're going to stand up for your son regardless of it. If it's a teacher going at him, it's my son, and it's my teammate, and I'll just, take it like that.
Dudley's fired up. Shirt is on point. South Beach, Friday. He's ready.
Regal Beagle, I told you.
Dance fever with that shirt on.
How much do teammates love Jared Dudley, Big Game James, and why?
Well, they love him because he's been around long enough to know what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. So, when you're on the bus and you're on the plane and you're talking about something, he lends his, his advice or his opinion. He's been there, and he's not afraid to talk. He's not afraid to step up and take a hit for the team. So it's not like he's the superstar of the team. And he said it immediately. He said, look, I don't know how many minutes I'm going to play. I don't even know if I'm going to play at all. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here to help Kuz when he comes off the bench. Somebody mess with my teammates, I'm going to be there. So you always want to have somebody like that on your team.
I think he's battle-tested. He's the ultimate glue guy. And in moments like this, you need guys to step up. I recall him being in Brooklyn.
Did the same thing.
And the same exact thing.
The gifs and memes are going around of him the whole night tonight on Twitter.
It's the ultimate teammate.
Coach trying to get him. He's like, get off me.
I got this. Hold me. Let me go. I got it.
Dude was hitting 63% from three-point range. That was before tonight when he drilled, another 3? I mean, this guy is...
3 for 4 tonight.
Yeah. I mean, not only is he great, off the court, and he wears amazing shirts, too, but, hey, he's hitting the threes. He's doing everything that they could want from him. And, by the way, he did this last year in Brooklyn. He had a really nice bounce-back year, kind of a part-time starter, get plugged into the lineup, and other games he just wouldn't even play. So he was kind of back and forth with the playing time. Didn't matter.
Who was a vet you just loved that was just funny, but also knew what he was doing, knew what he was talking about when you were really young on the team?
Well, when I first came in, it was Bob McAdoo.
Yeah.
Bob McAdoo, man, he would talk to us young kids on the bus. Y'all better stay in. You better not go out. Keep your phone on the hook.
He could also get buckets though.
Yeah, man. He would light you up in practice, too. He would light you up. Yeah. If he knew you had gone out the night before, he tried to teach young guys.
Yeah.
But take your ass to bed, young fella. Bob McAdoo was the guy.
That makes me so happy to hear that. More to come on Access. Anthony Davis and the Lakers continue their early season domination. 22-3. That's the best mark in the Western Conference. We're back with more after the break. Lakers hold Orlando, who's a bad offensive team, to 87 points in their own building. The Lakers 12 of 31 from three. They out-rebound Orlando by 8, 20 assists. Didn't get it done in the paint or fast break points. The Magic actually won those categories, but Lakers got the one that matters. Dub. Avery Bradley returned to the lineup and went over his 15-minute restriction. He played 17 and was a plus 12. He's now with Mike.
All right, Avery, first action in a while. How'd you feel physically?
Felt good. It was great being out there. I wish I could have got more minutes, but it was nice to be out there with my teammates, being able to battle again.
Can you just explain kind of the plan now? The minutes limits you would figure would keep going up, but what's the communication with the coaching staff and the training staff as they get you back integrated?
Yeah, they're being pretty transparent. Coach came to me before the game, let me know when I was going to be in the game, so I could get my mind prepared for my minutes that I was going to be playing. And I know it's something that he's going to continue to do, and it's my job just to go out there and try to be as effective as I can with whatever situations I'm put in.
What was your understanding of the Bradley rule that Coach Vogel had talked about and we heard about over the last couple of days, and how that was supposed to play out with the team?
It was just a fun way for us to challenge ourselves on the defensive end every single night.
Well, he said get Avery Bradley back and keep a team under 90 points. Do you take credit for that?
No, I can't. I can say, we played great defense tonight. I wish we had it going in the second half on the offensive end. Could have been a great all-around game for us, but we would take the win tonight. We played extremely well down the stretch, and that's what helped us get the win.
What'd you think of Avery Bradley tonight?
I thought he was solid. Did a remarkable job, like you said. He was in the plus. When you talk about plus minus, he was efficient on the defensive end. Didn't look slow, but it's going to take some time to get his legs back under him. And I thought that, KCP was playing extremely well, so you didn't have to put no pressure on him to play more.
Yeah, 17 minutes too, James.
Yeah,
Gotta get the legs back.
No expectation. He passed the test superbly. 2 extra minutes than he was supposed to. I think they were just looking to see what his pain tolerance was, if he was going to have any, restrictions or anything. So I wouldn't expect him to go out and score or do anything fantastic, but he passed the test as far as being able to play the minutes that they had predicted for him.
Yeah, the game was tied 71 early in the fourth. He had a nice little play down low for a bucket, kind of spurred the team to a nice little run. When will he become the starter, and will he become the starter? KCP had a pretty good game tonight, so we're going to have to monitor that for a little while here, perhaps.
Give us a little something on the Avery challenge.
I thought they did a pretty good job. They slipped all the way down to 6, which, it's not awful. It's not like that they fell from 1 to 17 or anything like that, but tonight was a nice step back. They could be top 5 again after tonight's games.
All right, still to come on Access Sportsnet Lakers. Dwight Howard coming up next. Road trip. Can the win streak continue? Friday versus the Heat. The Heat are undefeated at home, 11-0. That's at 4 o'clock. Sunday versus the Hawks. That's at 3 p.m. Tuesday versus the Pacers. They beat Boston tonight. Thursday, the one everyone's kind of pointing to around the NBA, Lakers Bucks. That's Thursday. All games can be seen right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. 2 points and 6 rebounds for Dwight Howard in his homecoming. He's with Allie.
Dwight, it's obviously not your first time returning here, but a place where you spent so much time. You just spent a lot of time out there with the fans. What's it like always coming back?
Well, it's always great coming back here to Orlando. I have 2 kids here, so I enjoy coming back and, getting a chance to spend some time with them while we're here. But other than that, man, just glad we got the win tonight. Orlando, they play really good defense. So, we had our hands full tonight, but we got the job done.
You guys have won 15 of your last 16, but 12 straight on the road. They say it often takes a different kind of mentality away from home. How would you describe this team's mindset on the road?
When we get on the road, we want to dominate. We want to come out. We want to get our fans on our side early and go out there and win the game. It's tough winning on the road, especially we're going to get teams' best shot every single night, but this team is built for it. We have a lot of experience in playing this game, so we understand the difficulties of playing on the road.
You understand?
Oh, sorry. Dwight, what does it mean to have a guy like Jared kind of jump in for you in that fourth quarter?
We stick up for each other. So I'm just happy he did that. It wasn't nothing going on. It was just trying to ruffle the game up a little bit, get their minds off of winning the game, trying to win, and it worked. So thanks, JD.
All right, Karan, I know who I'm going with. Start thinking. I'll tell you. Great.
So secretive.
Yeah.
Give us a hint.
He likes to fight.
I'm confused.
Next up for the Lakers is a Friday showdown with the Miami Heat. Tip-off is at 4 o'clock. We're going to get you ready with Game Time, for Game Time with Lake Show starting at 2:30. Follow back to Sportsnet Lake 3. Light this up.
That's what I'm talking about, Lakers.
Hard work.
Dez did a lot of hard work tonight, and he's doing it even more, and he's getting a...
Dez with the Cubans.
Yeah.
My man.
Dez.
Well,
Dez
my
outkicked
man.
his coverage, didn't he?
My man
Dez?
Pope, man. Where is Pope,
Good game,
man?
James. Dez outkicked his coverage, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah,
Good job, Dez.
man.
Good job, Dez.
We saw
Big
Dez.
game went with KCP.
James's average time of
I
possession.
went with Jared Dudley because I like guys that hit threes. And when they're called, their number's called, they step up. And when someone pushes around their friends, they're ready to fight.
I like that. James
Jared
always
Dudley's
does
my guy.
with the cigar box. He kind of keeps it and looks through it.
Jared Dudley's my